So this is it, man. You ain't bouncing back. You ain't coming back. This is it. Go ahead.
Wisdom of Solomon.
Okay, well, Michael Jackson said that and they made that movie. This is it. And this is it. Go ahead.
Wisdom of Solomon 7 and 17. For he hath given me certain knowledge of the things that are, namely to know how the world was made and the operations of the elements, the beginning, ending, and midst of times, the alterations of the turning of the sun and the change of seasons.
That's right. Read that again.
It says, for he hath given me certain knowledge of the things that are, namely to know how the world was made and the operation of the elements, the beginning, ending, and midst of the times, the alteration of the turning of the sun and the change of seasons.
Right, so summer comes along, then after summer, the order is fall, then after fall, the order is winter, and it's a cycle. So you're going to knock the scriptures? Because the scriptures say that? That actually happens, man. All right?
It says the beginning.
Speak for a minute.
Right, and it says here, the beginning, ending, and the midst of time. Meaning that the Most High gave to Solomon, he gave him the knowledge of how things were at the beginning, how they were created, how they were set up. He gave him the times of the end, the things that were going to happen in the end, and he gave him everything that was going to happen in between. That's why every time the prophets used to prophesy, whenever they were prophesied, the Lord would show them all the stuff that all the different kingdoms of the world and everything that they would be doing, and the very last kingdom that would be ruling on top would be the revival of the Roman Empire, which today is America, and these different European nations conjointly with them.
Yeah, like Daniel with the image of the beast. You know, the head of gold, fine gold, and then the toes. Yeah, there you go. That was symbolic of what? The kingdoms of the earth.
That's right.
And periods of time, or cycles, like Elder Tahar mentioned.
Yeah, like this right here is the EU. It's really supposed to be 10 nations.
Right.
But they split up different nations. Like, for example, you got Great Britain or England and Ireland. That's supposed to be one nation. You got Spain and Portugal. All right. You got Brussels, Belgium, and I think they were at one time part of France. So you had all these different. When you merge all these different nations, I believe there's 26 of them. When you merge them all together, it really comes down to 10 of them. All right. It really comes down to 10 of them. Because where did the Romans come from? Where did they get their philosophy from? From the ancient Greeks.
Yep.
All right? So when it says, matter of fact, go to that. Go to that in Daniel, second chapter in the 40th verse.
Yeah, I'm already in Daniel. So.
2 and 40.
Daniel 2 and 40.
And if you go to your history books, you can even like the other day I Googled the Egyptian, Israel and the Egyptian captivity, and it didn't exactly send me to a Bible quote, but it gave me Bible quotes, but it gives you actual historic references. So there's actual historic references of the head of gold, which is the Babylonians. And then when the Babylonians fell, they fell to the Greeks. That's in history.
Yeah.
If you don't use it, if you put the Bible to the side, just go into history, man.
Right.
That's history, man.
Right.
So that proves that the Bible is the word of the Most High.
That's right.
That's right.
And these scholars know. They know. The elite scholars, the elite archaeologists that you don't see, they know, man. And they know that the children of Israel are here in America, man. Right. They know about the 12 tribes. They know who the 12 tribes are.
Right.
All right, go ahead, Ak.
Daniel 2 and 40. And the fourth kingdom shall be strong as iron, for as much as iron breaketh in pieces, and subdueth all things. And
right, that's the fourth kingdom.
Yep.
Now you notice that's part of the same kingdom. It's iron, but it's part iron and part miry clay. Go ahead.
Yep. And subdueth all things, and as iron that breaketh all these, shall it break in pieces and bruise. And
that's what the ancient Romans did. Go ahead.
And whereas thou sawest the feet and toes, part of potter's clay and part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided. the kingdom shall be divided, but there shall be in it of the strength of the iron, for as much as thou sawest the iron mixed with miry clay. And as the toes of the feet were part of iron and part of clay, so the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly broken.
Partly strong. Germany. Because Germany had to front that money up to Greece.
Greece, yeah.
The partly broken part is Greece, Spain, soon to be Spain,
Yep.
Ireland, Italy, Portugal, and then France, France is next.
Yeah, the acronym for pigs.
Right, pigs. Yep.
Right. Oh, you notice that the kingdom shall be divided. You had those riots.
You had those riots. Yep. That's right. That's right. And then the Greek prime minister blamed it on Wall Street. He said it had something to do with Wall Street, which is true. Because these guys that work down on Wall Street, they lend money, they're money lenders, man. And what they do is they lend money to different nations, man, because like I said earlier, all so-called nations are really not nations, they're corporations. So they deal with either the euro or the US dollar. Now Geithner the other day told the guy with the Chinese and the Europeans, and told the Chinese, look, deal with the Europeans and the euro, because America, the dollar's getting ready to go bust. All right, go ahead, brother.
And as the toes of the feet were part of iron and part of clay, so the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly broken. And whereas thou sawest iron mixed with miry clay, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men, but they shall not cleave one to another.
Yeah, that's why they had the riots, man.
Right.
And I guarantee you there's going to be riots in Spain, there's going to be riots in Ireland, there's going to be riots in Italy. Then the riots are going to come over here to America, man.
Right.
Go ahead.
But they shall not cleave one to another, even as iron is not mixed with miry.
Yeah, the Germans are not looking like at the Greeks as brothers. They're looking at them as another nation, another corporation.
As an embarrassment.
As an embarrassment.
Right.
All right? And really it's not an embarrassment, because you know what? The Wall Street guys, the super rich, the money lenders, the international bankers, that's why they call them international bankers, because they deal with different countries or companies.
Corporations, yep.
Now, basically, these corporations, these CEOs, and these owners of these corporations, what they do is they're taking control over the country itself, over the prime minister, over the president, over the premier. So what do you call that? You call that fascism, man.
Yep.
When you got the corporate world, the power people, the economy people, right, that really have control over the nation,
right,
and basically the leaders are really puppets.
Right.
All right?
Mussolini said that.
That's exactly what he said. That's exactly what he said.
Yeah, he said when corporism is fascism. And then there's another statement I wanted to make. It escaped me right now.
Yeah, because the reason why you have government in place is to regulate what a corporation can or cannot do.
Right.
Now it's the other way around.
Right.
The reason why this guy Barack Obama is not saying anything bad about BP, because guess what? BP got Barack Obama in their fucking back pocket, man.
Right, that's right.
The reason why he became president is because of these corporations sponsoring him, filtering money so he can become president. But it was set up anyway by the Rothschilds. Because if the Rothschilds did not want him president, guess what? He wouldn't be president, man.
Yep.
And if the Rothschilds wanted to take his ass out, they would take his ass out. But they're not going to take his ass out because he's doing a good job for the international bankers and these corporations.
That's right.
He's a perfect puppet.
Yep,
he's a perfect puppet.
Right there. There he is. Perfect puppet.
I mean, this guy is a perfect puppet. He does anything. If they say BP says jump, he'll say how high.
That's right.
He's a wimp. He's an empty suit. All right.
Oh, what was the name of that guy you were listening to on the cassette?
Loman, was that Bobby Loman?
Right, Bobby Loman. There's this guy named Bobby Loman. He said, America